Hello, hi. I'm Patricia McNeely. I'm an illumined Blu-ray twin flame from Chicago, Illinois. How are you today? Do you see my Blu-ray? Yes, I'm a Blu-ray. Anyways, how are you today? Are a lot of you feeling this weird energy leading up to the moon? Kind of exhausted, kind of weird energy, like what hasn't been weird, right? Anyways, I want to talk to you about it's time for action. Because with this goes a lot of mental confusion. Are you not sure where this is going? But are you planning to be healthy and abundant? And you say, what does that mean? What does that mean anyway? Yeah, I want to be healthy. Well, you're getting to a level where chronic conditions, chronic illnesses are going to begin to be addressed health-wise. Relationship patterns are going to be addressed. And there's just tons of stuff that's going to keep coming that not only helps this unfold for you, but also gets you to a level where you can heal and you maintain. That's where I come in. Because I am the person who does teach this. I help, I travel, I do classes, I do online classes and webinars. And being abundant, okay, being abundant means that you are healthy and well, and all areas of your life are starting to come together. Why? Because every segment of your life has to be a part of your well-being. If it's not, if your house of abundance is messed up, if your house of finance is messed up, if your house of children is messed up, your house of family, your house of your own personal health, your career health, that's not going to be how easy it is to go forward with these little speed bumps on those things. And sometimes they're not so little. So we have two things to talk to you about. Are you planning to maintain at the level you are at, that you've been brought to? Because every twin flame who's already activated, you're being brought to a certain level. It's up to you to integrate and maintain. And I know what a lot of people say, oh, I'm already doing it. But guess what? If you're doing old paradigm stuff, it's time to learn new, time for action. Time to take action on learning what is new. So I teach that. I'm also going to be talking about it because I am going to be on the radio. I have been invited to the radio show that Alan and Sandra have, Twin Flame Divine Fire, on Saturday, June 15th. There is a call-in number. It's in the link below. So read the description below my video and look for the link. You could call in or you could write in, or if you have a question, write me. twinflamesmerge@gmail.com. Write me and I'll ask them to talk about the question and get some answers. So I'm inviting you. I'm inviting, and it's open, it's free. It is the 15th, 4 p.m. in the afternoon. That's something like 10 p.m. in UK time. It's 2 p.m. on the West Coast. It's about 9 a.m. in Australia, so you can listen to it because there is a web link to listen to it. It's not regular radio. It is called it is called Truth Frequency Radio. But every time it has TF, what do I think of? Twin flame, twin flame, twin flame, twin flame. Twin flame is the answer for everything. Also, I'm very excited to announce my Twin Flame Body Practitioner course. Start with Module 1. It starts at $300. It is planned for 5 modules to get people started. I have an informational link that is down below in the description. If you'd like a one-on-one session with me, come and join me for a one-on-one session. So I'm going to talk a little bit about some of these energies. Some of these energies are where the rubber meets the road. We had a little bit of warning back in May, and some of that grumbling there, some of the wheels and the gears starting to turn so that there's this big push with this solstice, okay? Part of it is happening with the full moon. and it's going to go through the full moon energy, bring you on the other side. But there's other events that come after that. There are other events, particularly in July, and especially this Lionsgate is huge. So if you thought the one from 2 years ago in 2017 was big for you, this is also another very big portal of energy. And however it comes to you, whether you like to do 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, we just passed 6, 6, then you're going to do 7, 7. So this would be the 8, 8. If you're a person that's all about numbers and metrics and that's where it is for you and that clicks with you somehow, okay, 8, 8. If the astrology clicks with you, you're going to find that this Gemini, Mercury, Sun energy is just a big melting pot of the things you need to thrive. However, integrating and maintaining and getting it up and running, that is where I come in, and that is the boost that a lot of people need. A lot of people are not doing well with this energy. You're not doing terrible, but you're not doing well with this energy. And I found that out in the last class I had a week ago. We did some things to get it shifted. And that is what I specialize in, getting you to shift your energy so that these things that you need for your life, see, there's my Blu-ray, see it right there? Healthy, abundant. How would you define abundance? How is it defined? Well, some people think it's like the big white house on the ocean. Or some people think it's the ability to, just manifest anything they want. What I can tell you is it's a balance of manifestation with accountability. You are not going to manifest things that you cannot be accountable for or cannot manage or cannot somehow thrive with. Because that's where it gets tricky. And you see this sometimes with lottery winners. They're like, woohoo, I won the lottery. And then people come gunning for them, people target them, or they wind up squandering it somehow. And people say like, hey, you had all this stuff and you went and squandered it. You had, oh my God, like how'd you do that? But you see, it's very different when they're in that energy. So being abundant actually is a balance thing for twin flames because you're balancing two of you. The same thing, if you're taking my course, you're going to learn how it affects both of you, what it does for both of you, how it will help both of you, and how both of your energies are actually able to help other people. Are some of you seeking the answer of what's my mission? What is my mission? What should I do? Okay, what do I want to do? What should we do? How are we expressing our love in the world? Come and find out. Come and find out. It's a very attractive starting point. And this includes private coaching session with me so that I can see where you are and I can help you. The other thing to know is that the time for action is upon you. You can't put things off and say, well, in August, I'll deal with it. When that Lionsgate rolls around, I'll just deal with it then. No, you have to start things. It's like when you plant seeds. If you want to harvest peppers or tomatoes or watermelons, you have to start planting those things before, where I live, you have to do it before Mother's Day. So how many of you planted your seeds before Mother's Day? And I don't just mean the seed of, I want to be with my twin flame. Okay? That's not the seed I'm talking about, because you're already connected. What I'm talking about is, have you planted the seeds for the next parts of your life? Okay, so this is a part of your abundance. It should include your health, your emotional well-being, your mental well-being. And if you do not know what does that really mean, are you going through some health things? Do you need someone who is intuitive, such as myself? Do you need me to help you to get helped? Because this is where I find a lot of people hit their speed bumps. They say, well, I can't, I don't, I'm not sure. Okay, I'm here to help with that. What is true abundance? This means having an abundant life. And the actions that you take for setting up your abundant life are going to be very personal, but there are some very general things. It will include relationships to everything. It will include health and maintaining a level of health and enjoyment as befits you, as befits kings and queens who are in a divine union, who are in love, who want to be romantic with each other. Don't let people out there tell you the crap that's being said, that this isn't romantic, it isn't passionate. You can't be passionate with a whole tribe hanging off of you. You can't be passionate with a lot of illnesses or damage from the past hanging off of you. How romantic is that? You can't be passionate with a level of exhaustion that you don't even want to roll out of bed, much less roll over in bed. How passionate is it if you have something that is limiting you somehow? How passionate is it if that is your twin flame? If you look at your twin flame and you go, well, there's a lot of drama, but this drama is not equaling passion. How healthy is that? Are you planning to be healthy and abundant? Having a plan is part of the reason you're here. You had a plan to be here. Planning also means making a plan and following through on it. Okay, not waiting for a crisis, but making a plan, following through on it. And that is something that I teach in my practitioner course. How do you be proactive? How do you put yourself to jump so that you're making leaps and bounds in your growth? I teach that. It's quantum. Yes, it is. I have a cousin who is actually a nuclear physicist who they study some, quantum things. That's what it's called because they study the nucleus. Okay, they're not building bombs, they're studying, they're researching. Boy, do we have a lot to tell them. Why do you think it is only a few of us that have been awakened so far and activated? Why? Because you got to be those people that leap forward. You have to be those people that are ready to help people with their body by being a practitioner. And so check it out. Check out, the link is below. There is an informational video to explain about it. I'm available. You can write me with questions at twinflamesmerge@gmail.com. Now, what are some of the other things that you need to be aware of? You're leaving an entire old paradigm behind. The death throes of that is something that some of you are already going through. And some of it's just not pretty. It's not comfortable. I know that. I teach you how to get up and out of it. I work with you in a session, or if you're interested in learning this, how would you like to be the go-to person in your neighborhood? How would you like to be the person? Maybe your friends and family are not open to it because they're not there yet. Many of us know we can look around and say, well, I can't really talk about this. And then if you add in cultural things like, we definitely can't talk about this in my culture, I understand that. But there are still ways that you can help through the body. And that is the beautiful thing, is that the channels that you open only exist between you and your true love. You have to get those channels open, and you have to be able to maintain it. You have to be able to reciprocate love, and it has to be something that you're able to feel. where there's nobody else invited into your private, intimate, passionate universe. So some of the things that I will be teaching in this have a lot to do with that. This is about going to the next dimension. It is about connecting yourself in a way where you're supported. It is about keeping the connection with each other so that there are no more separations of any kind. You can go to the store and not feel like you're going into grief mode, or your twin can. How many times has that happened where you say, oh my God, ka-dunk, ka-dunk, ka-dunk. Are they ever coming back from the store? I'm feeling so bereft. And it's a feeling. How many times has that happened in past lives? How many times would it be happening without knowing what to do and opening and putting yourself into your own love bubble? So if all of this is interesting for you, I know that there's a lot of confusion out there, and you're starting to see the split out there. You're seeing people that are like, I'm not sure where this is going. I don't know if this is ever real, as though they can just deny what they just experienced. But people do. People do, because the mind doesn't know. This is so far beyond the mind that you won't even know unless you start experiencing and practicing. When you start seeing people out there that are trying to address things as though this is just any old relationship and there's all the relationship game playing, that doesn't work with your twin flame. It has ceased to exist from the time we ended karma in 2010. How many times have we tried to do something in an old way only to find it just feels flat? It doesn't feel like it's working anymore. That happens a lot. But there are new ways. I have the new ways, and I have materials to teach you. And I would like you to be that go-to person. And there will be a necessity for people, because come next year, guess what's going to happen? An explosion of awakenings. So if you've been looking around saying, hey, when are all the others going to wake up? It's going to happen. Get ready, get yourself secured, get yourself in love. So thanks so much for watching, and I will be back with more. I hope to see you or hear you on the radio show. Come and listen. It's a lot of fun. We laugh a lot. Let's bring some humor and laughter to this process. It's important. Have a good day. Bye.